Thank you for staying with us on the Joy News Prime Time now for the sport. I'm Gary Al Smith. Now, the Private Investees Association have seen the final day of their games disrupted by a standoff with officials over non-payment of officiating fees. The games, which were to start at 12 noon, only started after 5 p.m. after all officials were settled, according to the executives of PUSAG.
Behind me are the basketball courts at the Pajo Stadium, and this was supposed to be the venue for the finals of the PUSAG Games basketball competition. Not just that, but other competitions as well. Now, what is happening here is that there is no activity, nothing is happening on what was supposed to be the final day of this competition. The reason being, officials have refused to officiate in any of the events because they have not been paid. Monies which are due them for 5 days of competition have not been released, and they feel officials or executives of PUSAG have sat on the money. Joining us right now to give us an understanding of what is happening is Eric, a basketball official who was supposed to be on the court right now officiating in one of the games on the final day.
Actually, we were supposed to officiate the finals today in the 3rd and 4th, but we came and our lead officials were telling us we should hold on. So we asked what was the reason, and we're told that the funds available for officials, as in the entire officials for every department of the game, the funds have not been released. So we were supposed to start game at 12. We were here at 12, teams were ready, but because the funds were not ready available to our lead officials, the games couldn't come on.
How much is due the officials? Were you told how much you are going to earn per game?
No, we're not told how much we're going to earn per game, and frankly, it wasn't a problem with the money. We felt it should be due us what they are supposed to give us.
What is even more serious is that there are schools who have got exams over the weekend and will not have any advantage or will not be able to take part if there should be an extra day. These schools have paid for accommodation because clearly they don't, most of them are not based here in Kumasi and don't have accommodation given out to them for free. They have also paid registration fees to allow them play in this. So the question...
Kofi Asare from Love FM in Kumasi. Meanwhile, in the Ghana Premier League, we have some matches coming this weekend. Heart of Folk say that they have the confidence in this current team despite the slow start to the season.
Abe did his best. I think I did his best. Teria, Kizito, they all performed well. But I don't think that anybody who knows football so well will tell me that if you are bringing in a defender like a Jari to replace Atinga, nobody will have any qualms about that. If you have quality players like Joseph Esau, I don't think anybody will have qualms about that. These are players that we've brought in and that we believe so much that should let us realize our aim so that whatever that we have lost, we cannot go back crying over it again. We have confidence in the squad. We believe so much that in the squad that not even many people had hoped that we'll be able to take us smoothly this way. We should be able to win something because we believe in these players. The players are determined to work hard. They've proven it right from the beginning. The manager is getting it done. Initially, the team didn't start well, but we had confidence in him. The team supported the manager so well, and we are not surprised that he's getting it done. At the end of it, that is where it will count most. We believe that the race is not only for the swift, but it's for whoever can endure it. And I can see House of Folk enduring it, so that at the end of the season we'll have something to show.
Move on to the GPL fixtures, the Ghana Premier League fixtures for this weekend. We'll bring it to you during a football show. Sorry about that. Now, in international sport, the New York police have charged the Irish UFC fighter with assaults. That's McGregor, and that's a report by Nana Kwame Asamoah.
The Irish star reportedly gate-crashed an event on the day he was stripped of his world lightweight title. UFC stars at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn had been promoting Saturday's UFC fight between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Max Holloway. McGregor has been charged with 3 counts of assault and 1 of criminal mischief. That's according to the New York Police Department. Sian Cowley, also an MMA fighter from Hyde Park, has also been charged with assault. The pair are due to appear in court later today. UFC President Dana White called the alleged altercation one of the most disgusting things that had ever happened happened in the sport's history. In an interview with ESPN, White said he believed McGregor and 20 other guys got into the event where UFC fighters were boarding a bus after a news conference. The NYPD later said McGregor was wanted for questioning before he turned himself in. Police had earlier said one person had been injured as the bus window was smashed. 3 fights have been cancelled this weekend after the incident. Fighter Michael Chiesa received cuts and tweeted to say he was devastated not to be able to face Anthony Pettis tonight. Conor McGregor was stripped of his UFC 155-pound championship title on Thursday evening. The Irishman has not defended his title since winning it in November 2016. The last time McGregor fought was when he was beaten by Floyd Mayweather in August.
In the Commonwealth Games, it was another difficult day for Ghana, as in all the events the country didn't medal. But here are the highlights from elsewhere.
South Africa's Chad Leclos went into the final of the men's 50-metre butterfly at the 2018 Commonwealth Games as the clear favourite to take the gold medal in his pursuit of 3 medals on Friday evening. Leclos was joined by fellow countryman Ryan Coetzee in the lane alongside him. In a tightly contested final, Leclos made the perfect start. The 2012 Olympic gold medalist stopped the clock in a time of 23.37 seconds to tick off his first target of the night. Meanwhile, Ryan Coetzee finished third to claim the bronze medal for South Africa as Trinidad and Tobago's Dylan Carter took the silver. Just minutes after receiving the first of a possible 7 gold medals, Leclos was back on the starting blocks for the men's 200-metre freestyle final. Still feeling the effects of his earlier effort, the 25-year-old Leclos took the early lead, but then faded over the final 100 metres to eventually finish down in 7th place. Meanwhile, the Australian pair of Kyle Chalmers and Mac Horton bagged the gold and silver medals respectively with a winning time of 1 minute 45.56 seconds, and Scotland's Duncan Scott.
That's it for the sports. Join us at 10:30 for the football show. We have a big discussion on the Ghana Premier League matches and the stats for this weekend.